Welcome, folks. I'm Jabby Coogler, joined by Courtney, Scott, Wright,
hello,
and Achara Kirk.
Hello.
Thanks so much for joining us, you guys. We are watching She-Hulk Season 1, Episode 9, the finale.
Woo.
Yeah. So, if you're watching this on YouTube, you'll see a cut-down version of our reaction because we're only allowed to show you a limited amount of picture-in-picture. But if you want to watch the whole thing with us, uncut, uninterrupted, please head over to our Patreon page, patreon.com/JabbyCoogler, or become a member of this channel so you can watch the whole thing with us. No cuts or interruptions, but you will need your own Disney Plus subscription so you can open up each episode in an adjacent window to our reaction. We'll give you a 3, 2, 1 countdown sync, and it'll be like you're watching with 3 of your favorite pals from the internet.
Woo!
I did the thumb thing prematurely. I'm like, fucking, we'll just commit now. So, you guys, if you're watching this on Patreon or memberships already, thanks so much for supporting us here. If you're watching this on YouTube, please hit that subscribe button, bell icon, all notifications, and pretty please vote this up. Let YouTube know you're enjoying what you're watching. Here we go.
Lawyer, millennial.
Oh my God.
Searching for a way to balance a career.
It's like the Bionic Woman.
Yeah.
Then an accidental dose of gamma-radiated blood alters her body chemistry.
I don't know. It feels like the OG Hulk show.
Oh, right.
Oh, yeah.
I used to watch that a lot.
Me too.
Look at you, Kirk.
Yes! Yes!
I wonder who they got for that.
It looked like Lou Ferrigno.
Yeah, it really did.
Don't make me angry.
It might have been.
You wouldn't like me when I'm angry.
Oh, Mark Ruffalo's back.
Yeah.
And now she...
Oh my God. Oh my God.
I don't think...
no.
I
Now
don't-
she's in the...
You think that was Lou Ferrigno?
No.
I don't think so.
It was not him.
But it certainly looked
But it
like
looked
his
like
Hulk.
him.
Yeah.
I think they wanted us to think that.
We have an offer for a plea deal. The DA won't pursue any charges related to the incident. What are the terms?
Cut right to the chase.
Yeah. Thought so.
Yeah, but she didn't actually hurt anybody.
Did she not? I guess not.
She scared people.
Yeah. That's
I
enough.
mean-
Intimidation.
It's all right. People go to prison every day.
Oh, Dad. Aw.
Oh, damn.
Stole all the food and drinks from the kitchen.
That's okay. Now she can go and work with Daredevil.
And if no one ever wants to hire you again, you can always move back here with us.
Thanks.
But my gym stuff is in your room now, and I work out every day at 7 a.m. You should join me. Workout buddies.
You can sleep on the bench press.
Oh, Dad.
Oh, she's really moving? Whoa.
Wow. That sucks.
Well, I guess if they're camping out in front of her house.
That's true.
Oh, well, that's not much better.
Oh, okay. All right, Dad. Good job, Dad. Gosh. It is like that, though, when you go home. Time capsule.
I am going to sue them for defamation and invasion of privacy and get them charged with unauthorized access to a protected computer.
Ugh, boring. All right, if you want to be all Jen Walters about it. Yeah, that's cool. This guy, I actually found 1 second food. Hello.
And I am packing up some treats.
If they're able to hack her phone, they can't be that dumb.
You might get a kick out of this video that Jen and her friends made and lost.
Mom,
This is
no.
my mission. I'd like to see this.
No. Out, please.
What? Mom, how did you get that?
Can you send that to me, please?
Already did.
Goodbye, Mom. I am suing both of you for emotional distress.
Oh, boy. Jen.
What?
Correct. We worked together at the district attorney's office.
Oh, my
Oh,
God.
that guy.
Let me tell you, she was psycho way before she got those superpowers.
Oh, my God. You're awful.
This isn't even a reluctant superhero story. I'm just getting screwed over.
Yeah, man. How many times did the Hulk blow up stuff and kill people?
Right.
And all she did was scream
She punched the screen.
and screamed.
Yeah.
He
She's
blew up,
scared people.
all of Laos. He blew up all of Laos and like half of like 3 other cities.
Emil would understand.
Dang, she types quick.
Well, you said come anytime. This is a time.
Yeah, but he doesn't have service.
Oh, that's right. Yeah. I was like, how come all her messages are not getting delivered? But
I'm not running from my problems. It's a mental health break.
that's fair, girl.
I don't.
Bit of She-Hulk.
Oh, okay.
I don't trust the guy who kind of works with her.
Pug?
Yeah,
What pug? What are you saying?
the cute guy. Oh wait.
Hell yeah, I'll be there. Are you still here?
I need a favor.
Yeah. Too girly.
I need you to blend in with these trolls, okay? And remember to always refer to women as females. Jen's life is on the line, okay? So I need you to get your head in the game, buddy. Off you go.
Is that a thing? Like if you hate women, you call them females?
This guy rules, all right? You heard it from me first. He rules, and he's hot.
Okay.
Okay, maybe he is trustworthy.
You think she boned Holloway? That's their boss. Oh. Did she? Yes.
Like you're mad about it.
Yeah, and it pisses me off. How did you get involved with this group here?
Dude, I created Intelligentsia.
That's what I said.
Yeah.
Of course.
My God.
Oh no. Boop boop, why?
It's okay. He can improvise.
No, he can't. He needs you.
The guy can't improv.
I'm really proud of us for hacking She-Hulk's phone. Because we showed the...
So what was his angle when he was on the date with her? Because this group's been around for a while.
To get more information, maybe? But she didn't like him. She liked Josh.
Actually, I think I'd rather just talk to Emil about this. Do you know where he is?
Yeah, he's down in the lodge. Some private event down there.
What private event?
The event that... This
Same event?
Yeah.
Special guest speaker. He cost a ton, so you better cheer.
Didn't you see the meditation thing in the background?
Oh no, I didn't.
Right
oh
there.
yeah. You're right.
Oh, wow.
Oh my God, I feel so betrayed. Why, Emil?
It's really an honor to be your humble life coach for the evening.
Oh, he doesn't
I
know.
hear your group has all been making amazing progress. Every single person seizing their goal. Am I right?
He doesn't realize what he's part of.
But he's Abomination. Like, he can't shift into Abomination.
Yeah.
Emil?
Jennifer.
You've been transforming into the Abomination.
Yeah, I do speaking engagements.
Jen, I'm sorry that you're upset.
Was there a real apology in there somewhere that I missed? What are you doing here? We need to get out of here.
These guys are Intelligentsia. Todd created the site. He's Hulk King.
Uh-oh.
See, I didn't just get handed superpowers.
Ew.
I had to earn them.
Okay. Stop.
We're not actually doing this.
Why is it?
Oh. Oh dear. Isn't the whole thing that like her and Bruce's DNA works well with it?
Yeah.
You didn't think this
But they
through.
said safely synthesized.
It's synthesized.
Yeah, come at me, bro!
Surprise, losers.
Oh.
Really?
Okay.
Titania too? This isn't messy enough?
God, does that bitch ever use a door?
Jen, watch out!
So he didn't know.
Oh.
Yay!
My cousin, asshole.
Yes!
What do you think? Is this necessary?
Oh, okay. Wait, no. Stop.
This is a mess. None of these storylines make any sense.
Jen.
Is this working for you?
What? Oh my God, I had a panic attack. Why?
I'm just gonna break this inhibitor real quick.
Yeah, okay. Whew.
What?
It's just breaking the fourth wall completely.
Oh,
Hold on, is there any Easter eggs in here? No, this is all stuff we've seen. I thought maybe there's something new.
What the heck just happened? Is she still in the containment?
She jumped into a movie? Which one did she jump into? I wasn't paying attention.
It was an open square.
Well, this is like the Disney.
This is a Disney
Yeah, it's Burbank,
lot.
California.
Yeah.
Oh my gosh.
I have no idea where this is headed now.
The bad guy steals my blood in order to give himself superpowers. Where did you come up with that original idea? Was that from every other superhero story ever?
Okay.
Mm-hmm.
Why don't we just do things our own way?
This is the story that Kevin wants.
What? What?
Then I want to talk to Kevin.
Are we really talking to Kevin?
Nobody talks to Kevin.
No one talks to Kevin.
I'm going to go talk to Kevin now.
What the
I
hell?
don't know how I feel about this.
This is full-blown Matrix Revolutions.
What?
I just don't know how I feel about this. This isn't even Revolution. Is that the bootleg one?
Non-disclosure agreement, and then.
She's a lawyer. She gonna sign that?
Oh my god.
Why'd you make me sign if you were just gonna do that?
Everyone has to sign the NDA.
What the hell's going on here?
Oh man.
So it really is Matrix because it's like.
Hello, Jennifer.
Are you Kevin?
Oh.
Kevin?
Is this
It
Krang?
stands for Knowledge Enhanced Visual Interconnectivity Nexus. Were you expecting a man?
Wait, so you're the one who's making all the decisions here?
I will answer your questions, but you must first transform back to Jennifer.
Why?
You are very expensive.
Oh.
The visual effects team has moved on to another project.
What?
There, do it now.
Exactly. Off camera, it's cheaper.
I possess the most advanced entertainment algorithm in the world.
Oh
and
my
it
God.
produces near perfect products.
Near perfect.
The Marvel Cinematic Universe is known for its big spectacles and high-stakes plot lines, but it's often said that Marvel movies all end the same way.
Wait, who's saying that?
Perhaps this is a result of following some unwritten rule that you have to throw a bunch of plot and flash and a whole blood thing that seems super suspiciously close to Super Soldier Serum at the audience in the climax.
What is the ending you propose?
Bruce swooping down from literal outer space to save the day in my story?
But Bruce is supposed to return to explain what he was doing
No,
on
we don't
set.
need to hear any of that.
But we were going to introduce...
Save it for the movie. After all that, I just want him to hold himself accountable.
Okay.
And enough with this angsty nighttime. Let's do this big climax in daylight.
Are we done here?
Oh, would not mind seeing Daredevil again. A woman has needs.
Historically, we've been light in that department.
Oh, well, I've got you here.
Oh, wait, you are sitting?
What's with all the daddy issues?
Okay, that part was funny.
Thor, daddy issues. Loki, same daddy, same issues.
Oh, boy.
Star-Lord, 2 daddies, 2 issues.
Jen, please stop.
Oh, and when are we getting the X-Men?
I cannot tell you.
That's it? We're done?
That's it? You obliterated the thrilling ending Kevin formulated.
Well, yeah, that's what folks do. We smash things. Bruce smashes buildings, I smash fourth walls and bad endings. And sometimes Matt Murdock.
Okay, now get back to the show.
Todd! OMG, you guys. We are about to witness a murder.
We couldn't delete her.
Just do it.
I'll see you in court, babe.
Look, I didn't mean to...
Hey!
Oh! Just out of nowhere.
You missed it. We're done. Sorry.
Everything? Oh, man.
It was great, though. And I'm happy to see you.
Oh, thanks. Happy to see you, too. Oh, my God. Did they hook up? Are they a thing?
Yeah, let's take it down a notch, Pug. I'm gonna go. One sec.
Sure.
That if you sign this, you go back to prison for 10 years for violating your parole.
Yep. It's the comic price I pay for my actions.
I'm so tired of working every day.
Aw.
What?
It's very expensive raising kids in LA.
He's staying for a week.
I did not think the conversation was going that way.
Matt, I'm going to tell you right now, every conversation is going in that direction, so buckle up.
Why not stay?
Well, why not help with the hamburgers?
Did they have a kid in the comics? She-Devil?
Why are you funnier than this episode?
Hey!
I've been away on Sakaar for a while. I'll tell you all about it. But first, I have someone here that I'd like you all to meet.
Who?
This is my son, Scar.
I'm sorry, what?
Wow, you're family.
Oh, that's why he was in the
What?
ship and went back to that place he was at for 2 years.
When he was with the Grand Master?
Ragnarok.
The message we're sending is that if you attack, harm, or harass innocent people, I'm coming for you.
Do you mean in the courtroom or as a superhero?
Both.
Who are you wearing to court today?
Okay.
Little diva of law herself.
This was like a super random episode.
I don't know. I liked it though.
This was super random.
I thought it was a lot of fun.
I have mixed feelings about it, to say the least, because I could see why they went that direction. But on the other hand, I'm like, that was a little bit lazy, though, to like just spell it out like that as opposed to just executing it. The show is seeking to do something, but instead of doing it, they're telling you.
You got sucked into another show, didn't you?
We're really in an era of peak TV. All your things.
What's the guest policy at Carbotage?
It's
Shared fridge?
kind of all one with everything, family.
What about Wi-Fi?
Yeah, Wi-Fi.
Okay.
I wish Madison was there with him.
I know, right?
Wait, did they say anything that was revelatory in that moment?
No,
Not
they
really.
Just said that he was
going to
Carbotage.
I thought that this was a really short episode. And for it being the finale, I wish that they had extended it further. All the things that they were sort of calling out. What, do we really have to do this? I'm like, well, yeah, it's the final episode. I wish you would. Don't tease me with that. It's almost like the writers didn't have confidence in exploring the thing that they wanted to explore. It's almost like they felt like the audience was stupid, and so they had to overtly tell you what they were doing in order for you to understand why they went the direction that they did. It sort of felt like a waste of time in a way, because like you were amping me up and you got me all excited just to like give me blue balls at the last second and take me in this other thing that felt like the Matrix Path of Neo video game where the Wachowskis started talking to the video game player going, we changed the ending and here's why.
Hi, I'm Andy Wachowski.
And I'm Larry Wachowski.
At this point, it's martyr time. Now, maybe that works in a movie, but in a video game, the Jesus thing is, well,
lame.
Why would you do that? Just go the direction. You don't have to talk to me.
I totally understand what you're saying, and perhaps they did undermine the ending of the season and the ending of the episode by going that direction. I had fun though. Like, they did the thing. It was leading up to that big crescendo. They were going to have this massive fight, and then it turned around and like really surprised us. My heart literally dropped into my stomach when we saw that Marvel thing pop up, and I'm like, what happened? The show broke. Oh my God. It was like, oh no, it's like, it's part of it. And I thought it was kind of charming and delightful that she like jumped out of the thing and then popped back in and talked to Kevin and just kind of talking about all the things that people say about Marvel, right? That it can kind of feel a little bit formulaic. But on the other hand, we love all those things as fans, right? Like, I lost my shit when Bruce Banner just rocked up as the Hulk, and like all that stuff is really fun and we enjoy it.
I feel like this is like a perfect symbolic image of the feelings of the show, because it's like there's the extremely upset, there's like the middle ground, and there's the extremely happy.
I'm not extremely upset. I'm more confused.
You didn't seem happy while it was happening.
Yeah.
You didn't seem happy at all.
No, I'm not. I mean, I'm not extremely angry. I'm just like, what happened? What was that? Did they just get bored at the end? Like, we don't know what to do with this ending. So we're going to be like really crazy, and we're going to completely break out of the fourth wall, and we're going to have her talk to everybody. She's going to be on the Disney line. She's going to go through Disney Plus. We're going to... What? I don't even understand why. Like, why did we need all of that? It felt like kind of disrespectful to She-Hulk, to be completely honest. I get that it was supposed to be a comedy, and I get that, yeah, all the tropes that they talked about, that people talk about in Marvel movies or complain about with Marvel movies, yeah, okay. But at the end of the day, we all show up and we're watching the Marvel movie. Just give me the show that I showed up for. Like, I just don't understand.
Yeah.
Like, it felt like as a fan, like, I just felt like you kind of shat upon, like... your own show. Daredevil's sitting there. I wanted to see Daredevil, but not like that. Like,
no, yeah, I agree with you on that
I'm sorry.
one.
That was now he's showing up to dinner. Like, Dad's like, oh my God, practically married. Like, we're going to have some she-devil kids. Like, what the I'm not angry.
You're not angry at all. No,
I'm
clearly
just
not.
like confused.
not bitter or angry.
I would hate to see you angry, Courtney.
I can see why it appeals to you, and I can see the appeal of it to certain people and how it completely usurps your expectations completely.
Yeah.
It upends the show entirely.
I think that's why I liked it.
With the way everything has been happening in the show, I feel like it all was culminating in this sort of weird, asinine ending of an episode, because like, what was this really culminating towards? Like, it wasn't going anywhere. It was just sort of random one episode to the next.
I think I just kind of came into this knowing that I shouldn't continue to watch this in the same way that I watch other Marvel content. Like, it is just kooky. And so all of that weirdness, I was like, it's fun. It's silly. It's different. But yeah, would I have liked it to end maybe with a little bit more of a superhero ending? Yeah, sure. And I totally agree with you about Daredevil, because like, I don't particularly want to see him like play Mr. Boyfriend over there. I want to see him do Daredevil things.
Outside of her going and talking to Kevin, there's really nothing in this show that she has gotten done that she wants to do.
Other than this existential conversation with Kevin, like her crisis of being Jen versus She-Hulk and learning to adapt it. It's literally happened outside the fourth wall as opposed to within her own series.
The whole thing, right, with her having the ankle bracelet on taught her an important lesson. When she was complaining about, not wanting to be the Hulk or whatever, she had agency. She could be the Hulk or she could just be Jennifer, or rather She-Hulk. She could be She-Hulk or she could be Jennifer. When they put the anklet on her, she had that choice taken away, and now she was forced to just be Jen. And so I think that made her kind of realize that she did want to be She-Hulk, and that Daredevil's advice actually made sense. She could help the world doing both of those things.
One thing that I was sort of frustrated about in previous episodes was why we weren't seeing Jen be more active as a character, and we were spending time on the supporting cast.
Yeah.
And people kind of fired back in the comments going, well, it's not just about She-Hulk. It's about, other people in her team and her friends and whatever. And I'm like, okay, but still, like, it feels as though her friends are active more than her. Even in this episode, her friends were getting shit done and she was like taking a mental vacation.
I actually will chime in on that part. That's the one part I really did enjoy, because I really thought we were going to find out Pug was secretly like part of this whole situation and that he was secretly the bad guy. And the fact that he was so charming, like he and Nikki, like that whole bit of them in the secret,
love them.
Like they were my favorite part of this entire episode.
No, I like them. I do like them. Don't get me wrong. I just wish Jen was more active as a character.
Well, it's like the title of the episode, right? Is like, whose show is this anyway? I think sometimes they really are just on the nose with that stuff, where perhaps they knew how people might take it, and so they're like, oh, we'll just kind of address it in the title. But I don't know if it is really She-Hulk's show. I guess it is, but the cast of supporting characters around her are just so interesting, and we can't help but love them, and maybe that's a good thing.
I don't like when shows or movies do the thing that they did here.
Which is what?
Where you see the behind the scenes of the movie that you're watching. I'm not into that.
It strips away the magic a little bit.
Yeah, it's just like it takes me out of it in a weird way that I can't like. I can't
like to
unsee.
sustain the fantasy.
Yeah, I want.
Yeah, exactly. That's Are you talking about her going into the Kevin studio?
Yeah. It's like
I agree.
I just inherently it doesn't gel with me. I can see why it gels with you, and I respect that, and I'm happy for those of you that it gels with. It just doesn't gel with me. I don't like that.
100% I'm on that team. When WandaVision, the first 3 episodes of WandaVision, you didn't really know what was going on. They have this whole setup, like people were so confused and kind of irate, like, oh, I don't really want to watch this show. Like, it's kind of weird, like what's going on, blah, 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 blah. And then you have episode 4, and it kind of explained, not even really explained, it kind of helped you understand where she was mentally as a character. So they didn't stop doing the whole like she's caught in a TV show loop. They just embedded it within its series. And so I was hoping, so that's kind of what I was watching this show with an open mind, literally up until this episode, hoping that there was going to be some kind of like tied together. I didn't need a conclusion. I just needed to know the scope of what to expect, I guess, moving forward. And I got none of that. So it literally just feels like it's this standalone series that has no place within the MCU. I want She-Hulk to be in the MCU. And I know that the probability of her actually being in the Avengers at some point is probably high.
I'm trying to think about
I'd rather she be in a coma somewhere.
I'm trying to think about what came up in the show that could be like a tangible thing that she has to tackle, right? And the thing that came up very early on was her ability to control her rage. And she had this whole spiel about why she was able to control her rage, right? And then they sort of, in a interesting way, sort of undermine that, going, well, she doesn't actually have control of her rage. I'm like, oh, that's actually cool. I wish that they showed that to us sooner, maybe even in that episode, because like, I don't know. Sometimes it feels like they're deliberately doing internet outrage to get the people talking about the show, because there was a big gap between her stating that and us realizing that she was wrong. You know what I mean? And it would have been cool to have that come full circle here, where in some way they're trying to stoke that flame again, and she's like, no, you can't. You know, I'm not going to get angry.
That would work.
I do this when I want to do this.
Or even acknowledge. I would love to have seen her acknowledge, her arrogance in the pilot, saying that this isn't me. You know, like, I'm better than this. Women have to go through this every day. Like, I'm in control of my anger. Only to then say, like, there is, I accept and I acknowledge there are certain situations where I'm going to have an emotional response.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? I'm human. How many cities and people did the Hulk kill that now she's in a room, like this containment unit?
Yeah.
And all she did was yell and punch a TV. She didn't even touch anybody.
Listen, hysterical women are dangerous. Okay?
Exactly. So the sexism of that was kind of annoying. But
that was the point, probably.
Yeah.
But I mean, I hear what you're saying, but it doesn't do anything for the fact that, hey, you've already acknowledged that the Sokovia Accords have been repealed last episode.
Well, see, with everything you just pointed out is something she should have said right then and there. Like, yo, my cousin, not to throw him under the bus, did this, and this. And you're putting me in jail? What about him? What about everybody else?
Yeah.
That would have been the moment for that. Yeah, that would have been the moment for that.
Yes, that would have been the moment for her to say all of those things.
Yeah.
And then kind of going back to a point that you made about her and her anger. They didn't go there. They went to her and Kevin and all explaining all these things that happened within a Marvel movie, as opposed to staying within the context of the show. The breaking the fourth wall, I accepted it. I was part of it. I was on the ride. But now you're not even breaking the fourth wall. You're kind of taking me out of my fantasy moment of enjoying this TV show, and you're showing me the Burbank studios and the writer's room. Like, that was really hard for me.
Yeah.
I'm sorry that my face was like angry. It looked angry. I went full Hulk, and I apologize.
But I'm just, at this point, I'm like, I may as well just have a good time with it rather than get too mad in the moment.
But the episode didn't do anything other than directly talk to the audience. Right? Like, in terms of her and her story, this episode really didn't go anywhere. It's like, once it was about to kick off, it just stopped and they pulled the rug out from under you, and suddenly we're at the Fast and Furious ending. All of a sudden. It wrapped up in a very neat bow tie. I'm like, I thought the whole point was to usurp your expectations. It's wrapping everything up really neat.
I guess it didn't, but it did and it didn't at the same time.
Yeah. And it didn't even, address the issue, the thing from last week. Like, they went all the way to and dropped the S word at the end of last episode, right?
Yeah.
And I'm like, okay, that never came back up.
Well, she's suing him for defamation.
The defamation isn't the S word. The defamation is the fact that they got her video footage of her, boinking.
You're right. Like, it was, her character had been defamed. Like, and I guess, I'm sure libel is in there somewhere too. But at the end of the day, it wasn't about her and what happened at the end of the episode and them calling her this name, this defamatory name. It was more so about, the business of it. Like, no, like this person did this to me and the business of the situation, as opposed to like, how do you feel about this is what was said about you? You know, it kind of glazed over that.
Yeah.
I think a lot of things in this show were just kind of glazed over. You know, it certainly is that very lighthearted, not very serious show, which is definitely a departure from what we're used to.
But if it's lighthearted, why are you using that word? It's like it can't make up its mind about what it wants to be or do. That's the issue with the show. It's just everywhere. And like I've read comments and people are like, "Oh yeah, this is my favorite episode. Oh my god, I love this show so much." I'm like, I wish I could feel this way about this. I'm so envious of the positivity I am seeing people feel about the show, because I feel it very fleetingly. And the last episode with Daredevil, except for that like last tail bit at the end, was like, that was my favorite episode just because of where it went. It actually had purpose and it had direction and focus. You know, it's like, why couldn't you do that the whole time? But anyway.
But here's the thing. Like, I feel there are elements of this show that I feel like they pulled from certain characters within the Orphan Black universe.
Okay.
Like the Allison character, like there was a lot of kooky and weird things that happened to that particular character that worked for that show. And there are elements, I think, that they kind of threw into this series, because I don't know if that's like, I mean, don't get me wrong, she is an incredible actress and she did a great job in this series. It was like with this role, with what she was given. Yeah, I enjoyed her. I think she was very charming, lovable, like she was wonderful as Jen and a lot of fun as She-Hulk. I just feel like they're like kind of like what you said, like it doesn't really know what it wants to be. It's just pulling from different genres, like, okay, let's do this, and then let's just hopefully, you know, people have fun.
It feels like Marvel doesn't know what to do with its female superheroes in general. Like Black Widow, for instance, wasn't even about Black Widow. It was just a setup for Florence Pugh.
Yelena.
You know, Elena. Yeah. And then this is just like all over the place. I mean, what
Captain Marvel.
Well, you really liked WandaVision. You liked WandaVision too,
I liked
right?
WandaVision too,
I thought for me it was fine. It's not something I wanted to go back to, but like it feels like in large part they just don't know what to do with their female superheroes, because what Marvel thing with a female superhero so far has really resonated with people. The way, like, I remember when I watched Wonder Woman and how that resonated with me. I'm like, dang, this is hitting me, and I love it. The first one, yeah, not 1984. But so far with the female Marvel superheroes, I haven't quite felt that.
Ms. Marvel, I really enjoyed Ms. Marvel.
I enjoyed episode 1 of Ms. Marvel. The other ones are okay for me.
For you.
Okay.
Yeah.
For you.
Yeah.
But I felt like even just watching Ms. Marvel, she did so much more for me in hopes for Captain Marvel 2, for like the Marvels, than I ever would have been alone.
Yeah.
I do agree to an extent. Like, I loved WandaVision, but I do felt like Doctor Strange Multiverse of Madness kind of destroyed everything that we did for Wanda in that series. I did love Yelena and
no, I like her character a lot, but like
I like their relationship of the two of them, but I understand how you're saying like it really wasn't her movie.
Yeah.
I kind of disagree a little bit. Like it was a setup, but that's the entire phase that we're in right now. Is like they're preparing the new class. Like everything has been preparing the new class. But I do think it was her movie. I just think that it didn't really work because she was already dead to us,
but still alive in our hearts.
Always.
Yeah. You guys, thanks so much for hanging out. Hopefully you enjoyed some of this. Do let us know your feelings in the comments below. Be kind, rewind. Please hit the subscribe button, bell icon, all notifications. Vote this up. Let YouTube know you're enjoying what you're watching. And if you're watching this on Patreon or memberships, thanks so much for supporting us here. Really appreciate y'all. I'm Jabby Okoye. This is
Courtney Scott Wright.
And
Achara Cook.
Peace out.
I'm going to watch it again.
This episode?
Yeah. I'm going to watch it. I feel like I need to watch it again now that I know where I'm going.
Yeah. So you just
Maybe
like...
Well, have fun with that.
Let go of the steering wheel. Yeah. Just
okay. You have your Fight Club moment.